Welcome to the project demonstration of Smart Drop. In this project, the main application is, this is a container which will collect the water from AC drain. So from the AC split AC, we are going to get the drain water and that will be collected into this water tanker. And this can be utilized for our flush as well as for a basic irrigation purpose. So this water will be pumping into the flush based on the water level sensors inside this flush tanker. This we are using as a flush tanker in our washrooms. As well as this is the irrigation section, so which consists of a soil and plants. When the moisture level is low, then the motor will be getting switched on and the water will be pumping into this. And when the moisture level reaches the certain level of 80% above, then automatically the motor will get switched off. And the main tanker water level also will be measured with the help of this ultrasonic sensor, which will acting as a level sensor to measure the water level inside this. And this one is a pH sensor to get the pH value of this water, so which we are going to use for plants also, so that we need to maintain the pH level monitoring continuously. And the flow sensor will came to know the how much of water flow has happened to this flush tanker, and so that manually we get to know the is there any leakage occurred by checking manually. And all these parameters controlled by the ESP32 and the same locally monitored on the 16:2 LCD screen, and same data will be sent to the web application as we have the inbuilt Wi-Fi module. So we are going to send the data to this one, so which consists of water level main tank and moisture level, and the next the small tank water levels and flush count, how many times of flush got happened, means empty and again filling, empty and filling. So these are the flush count will be measured here, and pH value. And this small tank floats, means these float levels at which the water level got struck, nothing but if the both are water level inputs, low is water has and high there is no water till this one. So that's also indicated on this web page. And for the execution of all these things, we are going to use two water pumping DC water pump motors driven by this two electromagnetic relays getting power supply from this 9-volt battery, and SR0 for ultrasonic sensor for water level in main tank, and pH sensor, and this flow sensor which is used to measure the flow of water from main tank to the flush tank, and floating sensors to measure the water level in flush tank. And all these are, this is a soil moisture sensor through the amplifier to our ESP32 module, and we have interfaced the 16:2 LCD screen using I2C module. And this one is the breadboard to distribute the 5 volts power supply which is getting from this adapter directly. So main adapter we are using 230 volts AC input and provide us the 5 volts DC output. So if like based on the country requirement, we can use this USB slot directly based on our requirement. So let us check with demonstration. So very first step in our project demonstration is we need to on the hotspot in your Android mobile phone and configure the hotspot name to project 7724 without any space, without any capital letter. Password should be 123456789, and the AP band should be 2.4 gigahertz, and security is WPA personal. These are the main settings to be done successfully. And after that we can on the hotspot, and we need to install network analyzer application. So with the help of application we are going to get the IP address of our system. So after all these settings successfully done, on the kit and connect the battery. So wait till the readings to be monitored on this web page. When you connect the battery, automatically the motor start pumping water into that. So before that, open the network analyzer application, do LAN scan here. We get the two IP address if another device connected, right? And this is our device, right? Okay. So we can access the data from a number of devices which are in same network, right? Okay. So we got the same data over here. Now you can connect this. So for the water level also you can see that. So manually I am lifting the sensor, means the surface of the water is far from the sensor, so that the data will be updated. We can observe that. Same on the 16:2 LCD screen also. Now just connect the battery over here. Right. So it's totally flushed, and we can see the moisture level. Soil moisture is 4%, and tanker is a full, and this is toilet flush is a zero flow rate here. And let us connect the battery. As a two relays got switched on, nothing but the motor got already on, but there is no power supply to the motor. So when we connect this, we can see the water start pumping into that, right? You can see that same, the water is pumping to this flush tank as well as toward this, and we can see the moisture level got increased and one motor got switched off. Here it got switched off. Right, and this is continuously flowing the water, and we get to know the levels over here. Right, okay, one floating sensor got reached the level, and here we can see the low already reached the level and high is no water into that. And if we lift that manually and the relay got switched off, you can see the full level here, and down, and both are down again. So just manually down in the lever in the floating sensor, and you can see the flush count also, it's coming based on this floating sensors. And also we got the input of flow sensor rating here. Right, thank you.